Tobago is a real place. It's brought to you by the National Gas Company at the forefront of energy.
It is so embedded in our in Tobago that we should not venture in the water.
When I was younger, I was scared of the ocean. I was scared a shark might bite me.
Part of the problem that we find here in Tobago a lot of times is that parents and grandparents are historically afraid of water.
Exploring the water is valuable.
You would think that living on an island, the people of Trinidad and Tobago would have a special close bond with the ocean. But that isn't always the case. But there remains in certain quarters a type of fear that people associate with the ocean and its awesome power. And that's why we're here in Tobago, to meet with two people who rely on sustainable usage of the ocean's resources to make a living. And they are starting off by taking their message to the most receptive audience, being children, by mixing sports like wakeboarding and kite surfing in with activities like recycling and beach cleanups. We're going to talk with two people who are changing this narrative of fear into one of respect and appreciation for the ocean and its natural resources.
Trinbagonians can find the joke even in a serious situation. Our sense of humor is second to none. But for every story that may seem unreal, there's another of people who make TNT a better nation.
I started diving when I was 14 years old, and I had a biology teacher by the name of Mr. Isaiah, and he was pretty innovative. He brought in a fisherman. The fisherman was telling us that sharks need to be swimming all the time in order to breathe. And I found that was so amazing. At 14, I decided to visit the only dive shop on the island at the time. And that's why I think I have the love for teaching kids, because I always reflect on the time when I was 14 years old, and I had a curiosity.
My roots in Tobago, my dad, was in Crusoe Society back in the 80s, and they were rebuilding the reef. And so at a very young age, I got an appreciation, or going to Matura. We try to be as sustainable as possible.
We clean up all the plastic around the beach, it damages the environment. Turtles eat it. And also, it doesn't really look nice on the beach.
When you see stuff like animals getting hurt from plastic and stuff, and you see how much garbage on the beach, and you just understand that how much littering could affect animals.
You become an environmentalist at a young age, and you don't even understand what you've become. When kids are small, we put a pacifier in their mouth. And that's because they're making too much noise and we need 5 minutes of time. And then as they get a little bit older, we take out the pacifier and we give them an iPad, which is an electronic pacifier. But we need to put things in their hands so that they, become environmentalists, but also have fun.
I've been working with the Astro Boys Club, Dive Conservation Club, for a number of years now. These guys come from San Fernando, they come from the middle of Trinidad, and they travel all the way to Tobago, and they explore our waters. My dream is to have my brothers and sisters from right here in Tobago embracing that. Every year we hear about incidents with kids, they near drown or drowning incidents on the island. And we do the opposite of what we're supposed to do. What we're supposed to do is to educate them on how to stay safe in the water. People come from as far as Germany and study our waters. Why are we not studying our waters? Why are we not introducing our kids to the water? Even in this COVID time, a lot of the parents, they bring their kids to us.
To me, the ocean is something to be respected.
I think it's hard enough to motivate kids, and in times like COVID, when these kids are stuck on a computer for hours on end and they're not having that social interaction with just the outdoors. It's kind of my duty to continue to get kids and adults and other people involved to spread that love. I don't want to go anywhere else. This is the best place in the world.
Tobago is a real place. Brought to you by the National Gas Company at the forefront of energy.